Get ready for the smackdown.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Comic Book Fan Panel. My name is Jayden, and sorry for the lack of upload on this channel. Myself and Phil have been really busy, but Phil wants to do some videos when he gets the time, and while I'm still in Germany for the next few months, I want to try and come back to uploading to this channel again. Today, we're going to be talking about the release of the first Punisher trailer, and I've watched it a few times and I think this is going to be a great show. I have been waiting for this trailer to come out in ages and I cannot wait. And I think the first thing we have to talk about is Jon Bernthal, who plays Frank Castle, the Punisher. Now, I really loved how they introduced him into Daredevil and the way that he portrays the character, and I love how I've been hearing all this stuff about how when he was playing the character he would always stay in character even off the set to get into that mindset of Frank Castle. I thought it was cool how he wanted to stay true to the comic books, has been researching his character. From the look of what we've seen in posters and even photos from the set, this might be I guess what Marvel has been saying, the darkest and the most violent Netflix series that they have released so far. And I think it's really interesting because with the comic book, Marvel had another brand called Max Comics, which Max was like the R-rated version of the comic books, which they released comics like Jessica Jones, Alias, and even Punisher comics. It's really interesting that the Netflix series are kind of like the dark side of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The costume looks incredible, like from what it looks like. I love the modern take on it. I thought it was really interesting because there was that scene where he was spray painting his armor to spray paint the skull onto it, and it actually looked like the utility belt that the Punisher wears in the comic book. So I feel like that is a very bringing that comic element into the series. I thought that was really cool. The other thing is we get a look of Deborah Ann Woll, which is really interesting because I think she's only seen twice in the trailer, so it shows that she is trying to help out the Punisher or is involved with them. Ebon Moss-Bachrach, who is playing Microchip in the series, and you see him a few times, and you hear him say that he wants to help the Punisher, and I did a bit of research that he helped out Punisher a few times, so it's really cool that they're bringing some of his people who he's worked with into the series and bringing about a bit of that comic book element into it. With Ben Barnes as Jigsaw, I think you can see him when the building explodes, you see his character walking past it, so we don't see much of him in the trailer. I think from what I can remember that was one of the first scenes that you see him in, but I'm not too sure. Please leave a comment down below if I've missed out on any scenes that he's in. I think, yeah, definitely from the take of what we can see in the trailer, that this is, as Marvel said, one of the most violent and most darkest of all the Netflix series. It showed up with the date, it said blank blank 2017. I was like, oh, are they going to finally release the date? And when it looked like they were going to show the date, it finished the trailer, and so I'm like, really? So we still don't have a release date, but the only thing we know is that it will be released in 2017. I think the interesting thing is that it showed scenes of Frank Castle's family at the start, but then it kind of cuts away to what has happened now. So they might actually show scenes of what he was like before his family was killed, and it shows him that he was a soldier in the army, and it sounds like that this will be like possibly maybe an origin story or a background story, but then it will actually show the events of after the Defenders. Sorry, I forgot to put an ending to this video. I really do hope you guys have enjoyed this review of the Punisher trailer. Leave a comment to tell us what you're excited for, what you think it's going to be like, and what characters you're excited to see. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. If you want to check out what Phil and I have been up to, I'll leave my YouTube channel, Byrnzys World, and also my Instagram, and I'll also leave Phil's Instagram so you can keep up to date with what we get up to. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Comic Book Fan Panel.
Come on, let's kick it, let's all get wicked. Put your hands in the sky for a one-way ticket. Come on!